Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Bob here. Welcome back to Let's Play Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 2. Although, not quite Storm 2 at this very second. So, currently I'm actually on the really weird PlayStation 4 web browser. Because I needed to illustrate something really stupid I found recently. And I can't shake this. That wasn't it. I can't shake how dumb this is. And I can't believe they actually went ahead and did this. So, this is regarding Kaguya. Of course, this is spoilers for way ahead in Naruto, but I've been almost like doing this weird research study of like how exactly the war arc kind of fell apart, and like on top of the bad pacing and like how things were told questionably. This bitch right here is easily the reason why everything fell apart. Even if she is a little bit cute, but anyway. So I was curious, and I was reading through this, and I kind of found this. So I quote. A millennium ago, Kaguya arrived on Earth with a portion of the clan in search of the fruit of the god tree, which chakra she was supposed to provide to the clan's family in another world. Guys, Kaguya is an alien, like straight up an alien, and like I first Brandon was like, well, maybe she's talking about the moon because they come from moon, moon goddess, and I'm like. Except the moon in this universe was created to contain the 10 tails. Fuck. This is bad writing. This is horrid. Oh my god. I just don't like. Damn it. Even if she was a decent like boss villain, and it's unique that we have a woman as like one of the sort of penultimate like villain of this series. You shoehorn an alien into the position of the final villain. An alien. Like, in another world. Alien. Why? Why the fuck? I missed back when Hagoromo was talking about her, and he was just like, she's just a princess who ate the fruit of the god tree and became this weird, like, godly figure. I missed that. Where the fuck did that go? I'm sorry, I wanted to illustrate it really fast because I feel like this is a strange case study into just how and why Naruto truly jumped the shark. Like, you could argue that with a tail beast and everything, but I just feel like that's what really, really falls apart. And I'm a hard person to offend. I don't get offended by a lot of things at all, but that is egregious. I'm honestly, kind of disgusted by that. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna let that go for the time being. I want to play more, talk about Kaguya and Storm 4 when we eventually get to that in probably like 5 years or some shit. I don't know. No, I will get to the Storm 4 someday, but there's a lot I want to do on my plate first. But anyway, let's just go ahead and jump back into this. Boy. Also, I've recently actually continued my streams to play Storm 3 and get the platinum in it. I'm not gonna like getting back to Storm 2 in the slightest because I actually got reacquainted to the ability to chakra dash freely in a combo, and that was so nice. But that's oof, boy. It's so weird. I had to explain to people numerous times already why I'm not a fan of Storm 2. Like, okay, again, by itself, it's not inherently a terrible game, but trying to push it as a competitive fight with an online ranking system and no training mode? Nah, get the fuck out of here, dude. No, there's no way. I do not buy that. So anyway, where are we at right now? It's actually, I haven't seen this in a hot minute. It's been a little while. I do believe Asuma went off to actually go fight the Akatsuki, and we're playing Naruto again abruptly. Okay. Anyway, so I guess we're gonna cut ahead to when we eventually catch up to Tsunade, and she'll give us what we have to do next. Whatever menial chores that could be. Or it's right here. Never mind.
Hello, Kurenai-sensei. What are you doing out here?
Well, probably meant to go to the fact that my fiance is probably about to die.
Oh, nothing really.
I must say though, Kurenai does look pretty good in a dress, but it's just. I think almost like with Kurenai getting a demotion like this, like it's almost symbolic of what Kishi has made of Genjutsu in this day and age. Because remember when Genjutsu was like actually like a forefront of a lot of stuff,
You look a little pale.
and she was primarily a Genjutsu user. I'm not gonna say it's emblematic of it all, but you see almost no use of it besides like an occasional thing on the side. That's sad, honestly.
Sensei?
And it was so fun back in the day too.
No, I'm fine. Everything's fine. It is, isn't it, Asuma?
Ears open.
Huh?
I mean, Asuma can slice and dice through pretty much anything in human history. Probably. Oh god, if Asuma did go up against Kakuzu, he probably would have been able to rip through his hardened skin technique. Shit, I wish that was actually a thing.
Kakuzu, how long have we been in the land of fire?
Boy, I do seriously miss either David Vincent or Renji as Hidan.
Don't get me wrong, it's a real treat trailing you around all day, but when are we gonna find the Jinchuriki?
If only Kakuzu had an actual map, he could save himself a lot of headache.
Just be quiet and follow me.
Also, I've said before in the past that a lot of shit in Storm 2 does not follow the details of how it actually happened in either the manga or any anime. It's really gonna rear its head with this.
Cold, man. I gotta mess somebody up soon, I'll tell you that. And I'll bet Lord Jashin's getting tired of waiting too.
I also don't know why this fight could take place at evening. That's so bizarre.
Well, yeah, but... Whoa!
Oh, hello. I love how Kakuzu had a reaction time for that, but somehow not fucking Hidan, who is the close combat type.
I can't believe he walked right into it like that. It was worth the time we took to set it.
Are you kidding? That was barely a trap, but okay.
What's going on?
You know, this is not nearly effective as actually impaling him. Then again, I don't think this game likes showcasing violence. Which is hilarious, because Naruto, need I remind you, is a very gory anime sometimes.
Hey, Kakuzu, if you had time to avoid that, you could have tipped me off too.
Also, I want to point out, rest in peace, the collar that was around Hidan and his original cloak. I would like to point out to the audience right now, for some stupid reason, Hidan would only ever be playable in Storm up until like I think Storm 4 actually, with like the half Akatsuki cloak here where he got blown up. That's maddening. I hate that. I miss the cloak. It was so spiked and it looked cool, but no.
Serves you right for not being on your toes.
I mean, I suppose you're actually not wrong, actually.
What's happening?
Well, then again, he could afford to not be careful. Although, you know, someone slices your head off. Good fucking luck.
Away from that. Did you? Did you do that? Not only was it burning hot, it completely ruined my clothes.
And it will be completely ruined forever.
Those headbands. You're the hidden leaf ninja.
Yep.
And you're Akatsuki. We're under orders to restrain or destroy you.
Either or. Although we're gonna try to hopefully do the first one. Maybe. Possibly. It'd be hilariously easy with Hidan though. Like, slice the head off, run away, you're done.
Destroy us? Hey, Kakuzu, did you hear that? They're gonna destroy us.
Hidan, if someone bashed your brains in, he would not be able to reconstruct that in the slightest. I would like you to know that.
Don't seem to know their place.
Maybe we do and maybe we don't. Won't know until we have a go, will we?
Suppose you're not wrong.
Kakuzu, I'll take these guys. I've been wanting to rough somebody up.
Fine.
They're a bit too puny to be sacrifices for Lord Jashin, but they're better than nothing.
You literally do not discriminate at all with who you sacrifice to your god. It's
Underestimate
okay.
them too much. You'll get steamrolled.
Steamrolled. I mean, I guess Kakuzu saying that is not inaccurate.
And I repeat, you're telling me this?
So I think I could probably just go ahead and say this. So the gimmick with Hidan is that he is basically 100% immortal. Like, we've had Orochimaru brag about being immortal before, but he's not like truly immortal because you can do damage to him, but he'll keep regenerating. But that regeneration is more based on his chakra reserves. Hidan is just like, you can literally sever the head from his body and the brain will keep ticking. Like, you literally cannot shut him down. But the problem is he can't regenerate. That's the big thing. Like, he can heal wounds like that are superficial to his skin, but like a severed limb, he's not getting that back unless Kakuzu here, you know, deliberately ties it back to his body. A pain worse than death. You would know that. Here's the thing, though. So I like that. It was kind of shown eventually and retcons by Revolution, and I hate this, that Hedon is not actually immortal. So like his immortality actually comes from like some stupid like jutsu that was done by this cult to actually like, oh, where's my healing? Oh, it's at the top. It comes from like this stupid cult that like was like doing human experimentation or something, and they had one successful result for their immortality jutsu, and it's Hedon. And there's a stipulation to this, and I hate there's a stipulation, is that you have to do blood sacrifices every once in a while, or the immortality will wear off, and you actually die. Or like you are rendered mortal or some dumb shit like that. So that's why Hedon comes back in the anime as a Ito Tensei, and I want to die because why the fuck? You had, oh god damn it. You know, it's almost like Metal Gear Solid and Nanomachines. Like whenever there's some really cool supernatural bullshit that happens, they quickly write off as being like, oh no, it's a factor of this that actually makes it. It's scientific. There's no magical weird shit at all. So it kind of ruins like a whole mystical aspect of Hedon's character, that his immortality was in fact fabricated and not like a supernatural thing. And I despise this shit. Or like making it like it does have like a restriction. That's honestly gross, and I do not like that. But anyway, we're just gonna go ahead and repeat on a new one, shall we? So of course, you know, I mentioned the whole thing about like this game censoring shit. So let's just go ahead and do this. Not block it, okay. I perfected Hedon. Why the fuck? Why the fuck? That sucks. You know, I get that Asuma is like higher tiers in layer storm games because he hits like a truck and he has a really strong like grab. But I mean, dude, what the hell? Gee, Chris Edgerly, come on, dude. I just like how Hedon is voiced by a dude named Chris Edgerly. Edge. I can't get past that. It's still good. We killed him for good, right? Nope, not at all. So again, like there are stipulations, like if you were to actually bash Hedon's brains in, he won't regenerate from that. And like I said before, with Kakuzu like just stitching his body back together, I don't think you can do that on a brain. I don't think, unless like it's still alive and you use medical ninjutsu to like regenerate the brain itself. I don't fucking know.
Interesting.
Yeah, I just feel like a whole aspect of Hedon's like really cool character is ruined when you remove like the supernatural element. It's like, oh nope, you can calculate this with chemistry.
What is this?
I despise that.
I felt that hit home. So why is he still standing?
You tried blowing him up a minute ago and he took it. Jeez.
I'm not made like you.
Also, yeah, this is entirely different setting than what it. I kind of wish we did have like the front of like that underground market building. That'd be so cool. Like that's not in any of the games.
But even he's human. He must have a weak point.
Yes, even he's human. Not like Kaguya. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the code.
Still want to go. But to tell you the truth, I don't really feel like playing with you anymore.
Oh, boo hoo. Oh no.
What?
Are you just gonna outright kill him?
Already cursed you.
Yep. Oh yeah, the whole blood curse jutsu. I also hate how that got a name in Storm. Jesus. Yeah, the whole curse.
My pain is your pain. I'll show you the pleasure between life and death.
So are you gonna do the methodical approach, or were you just gonna like straight up kill Asuma?
This guy's sane.
His pain is Asuma's? Huh? It can't be.
Well then, let's
I still love the design of the actual like Grim Reaper look on him, though. Even if the ribcage is literally just rectangles, but you know, I'm not one to judge. We did kill him outright. Oh my god. There is no nuance in this game at all. This is gross. Ah, Jesus, why? Yeah, okay. Being complete. So, Cortez's mouth was so moving. That was weird. So, yeah, no. Among the other things that have been talked about so far with, like, bosses in this game that should have been actual boss fights, I honestly think this might be the top of the pack. Like, even ahead of Sasuke and Deidara. Like, this should have been its own boss fight. This is like a really, okay. I've mentioned that Naruto does generally have good choreography when they try. This fight was the best fight in, honestly, the entire franchise up to that point, besides Gaara and Lee. And okay, no, that's a bad thing to say. It was one of the best fights in Shippuden. Actually, it was the best fight in Shippuden up to that point. Like, just bar none. It was better than the Kaiju fight of Orochimaru and Naruto. Better than Sasori and Sakura. Much respect to them, though. This was such a well done fight. It's so well put together. Like, Asuma plays to his strength. Shikamaru, like, thinks on his feet. They nearly take down an Akatsuki member. They miss so many marks with this. With this fight in this game. I hate it so much. Anyway, enough of me bitching. I just don't like a lot of things Storm 2 does. So yeah. Also, the reason why they kind of went after them was because, not strictly because Akatsuki were making a move, but because of, what was it? Asuma's old friend of the 12 Fire Guardians? I completely forget what their faction's called, but his old friend in there who was like able to do like this really interesting technique was kind of got killed and kidnapped by Kakuzu. We're skipping a lot of territory, by the way, guys. There is so much story just left at the doorstep here, and it's kind of terrible. Just jump right in with the stabbing and the killing. Also, I don't think it's never really fully explained exactly like where Lord Jashin is, but it's like it's obviously a day that encourages his violent like murders. Okay. Oh yeah, they're here. Here just in time to see your dying sensei because oops, stabbed in the heart. Yeah, there's so much left at the doorstep of this sequence of events. God damn it.
All these nobodies.
I'm actually probably gonna guess that Storm. No, it was Ultimate Ninja Heroes 3 that probably does this a lot more justice. Gonna be completely real here. Can you heal a heart? Not like a broken heart, but like an actual like damaged heart.
We're buying time.
No way. No way.
Buying time, huh? I doubt that'll help. He's already done for.
Why you?
Also, Kakuzu was gonna go after Asuma, but like I don't remember if this is actually why they didn't pursue or not.
Despair gives me the
Wait, Hidan. I'm joining in.
Okay.
what? You're a
Izumo Katetsu? Who the fuck are they? I have no idea.
No, you'll take too much time if you do it alone.
That is actually a perfectly reasonable explanation. And showing the undercloak already. Jesus. Okay.
We're finishing this fast.
Yeah, we would only get cloaked Kakuzu playable in Revolution. By the way, shoutouts to Class Ninja Revolution 3 for actually having a lot of these characters in the proper attire that you can play as, and Kakuzu is really fun to use.
We'll keep this short.
Oops.
Here he comes.
I mean, I say that, but Kakuzu is still pretty strong in Storm, but anyway. So, you'll bother to have this fight be a thing, but you won't bother with, you know, all the other details I mentioned? Okay, sure. Alright, I see how it is, CyberConnect 2. Yeah, literally just gloss over the most important details. Oops. I get why we wouldn't have the ultimate jutsu availability here. Anyway, so I guess going aside from my my hatred of this entire sequence of events in the game, because why? This fight, so finding Hidan, he's actually pretty easy. So, as you'd expect from someone with a giant scythe. What the fuck? Did it actually just like completely drop or what? Okay, sure, fuck you. So he's completely close range. His tilt is like mid-range-ish. I think there was a bug back in the day where like his jutsu cannot be interrupted at all. It was so weird. Like it had such strong priority. I just don't get why it was so strong back in the day. It was kind of ridiculous. All right. Oh yeah, so we're gonna talk about Kakuzu later on. Kakuzu, as opposed to a lot of bullshit that this game is playing right now, is actually presented fairly well, believe it or not. Ah, crap. Almost got that block pressure, though. Ooh, yeah, there's a strong-ass tilt he has. That's, like, the only real good thing in Hidan's kit, though. I've never known him to be, like, anything higher than mid-tier. I'm gonna be completely real here. What? Oh, I didn't know he had tilt like that. Cool. Come on. Drop, please. Ooh, a throw. And look, I'm actually taking some damage. How about that crap? Oh my god, the inability to block for so long though. Jesus. Okay. And this is Shikamaru's awakening. It like controls shadow tendrils or something. I'm not too fully certain what the hell his awakening does. Let's see. Done? Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know a lot about Shikamaru in this game. He's a far cry from what he was with the cool like stance mix-ups in Clash of Ninja. He's a lot more straightforward. Like he doesn't have any like block setups. He doesn't have traps. Sadly, I wish he had traps. That'd be so cool. Damn, it's just completely missing out on good stuff here. But all right, sure, all right, yeah.